My life changed with a single text message. Standing in a grocery checkout line with frozen lasagna and scented trash bags, I received 8 cold words from my fiancée, Sabrina. Wedding's off. Expect a call from my lawyer. No explanation. No emotion. Just clinical dismissal. I responded with only "as you wish," then drove home in silence, sitting in my driveway for 15 minutes before going inside. What Sabrina didn't realize was that we'd just signed preliminary documents for a joint mortgage application on a townhouse she'd selected outside Seattle. Since we weren't married and nothing was finalized, I immediately logged into the bank's portal and withdrew my application. 3 clicks, and her plans collapsed. Within 48 hours, her lawyer called. "We urgently request a call back regarding your mortgage withdrawal, as this may constitute breach of contract." I didn't respond. More desperate calls followed. A mutual friend called next. "Sabrina's freaking out. She already ordered furniture and promised her parents a guest room." Apparently, I was being vindictive. What no one knew was that I'd suspected. Something was wrong for weeks. Late-night texts from unknown numbers, oddly timed work meetings, whispers behind closed doors. Instead of confronting her, I chose silence. 2 days later, her father knocked on my door asking about the house. He seemed confused by the breakup, mentioning Sabrina was screaming about furniture, invoices, and credit pulls. I simply told him she ended things, and I respected that, along with the consequences. The truth emerged when her cousin Eric messaged me. "Sorry about what happened. You dodged a bullet." When I asked what he meant, he replied, "Just ask her about Spencer." Checking Instagram, I found a photo from an engagement party where Sabrina claimed to be homesick. There she was with Spencer, his arm around her waist. While I was choosing backsplash tiles, she was with another man. I contacted the mortgage company to ensure my withdrawal was permanent and forwarded them her breakup message. I also called my college roommate Elliot, now a real estate attorney in Chicago, about a job I'd previously turned down to stay near Sabrina's family. Sunday morning, I woke to 32 notifications from my bank. Someone had attempted to access our joint wedding savings account, $10,000 of my bonus money, trying to transfer it to Sabrina's private account. I froze the account immediately. Her lawyer emailed claiming Sabrina had made several payments into the account and deserved a portion, a complete lie, as every deposit came from me. Sabrina finally left a voicemail sounding emotional. "I didn't want it to be like this. I panicked. Things got complicated." Then came the bombshell. Lauren called to tell me Sabrina was claiming to be pregnant with my child, supposedly 8 weeks along. The math didn't add up. We hadn't been intimate in over 9 weeks during her pre-wedding cleanse. Meanwhile, Spencer had been staying at her place nightly since the breakup. Her lawyer escalated. "My client is considering legal action related to financial abandonment and emotional distress. She has also asked me to formally notify you of her pregnancy and your presumed parental responsibilities." I hired my own attorney, Sher Levin, who drafted a letter denying paternity until a verified DNA test, refusing financial support until biological confirmation, and demanding full financial disclosure from Sabrina. Sabrina called repeatedly. Her lawyer complained we were escalating a personal matter into a public one. Cher replied, "She made it public when she introduced legal counsel and threatened financial action." The most shocking revelation came from Spencer himself, who messaged me. "She told me you two were already over months ago. Even worse, she said you hit her." I had never been violent with Sabrina. The worst we had were arguments about scheduling. Spencer admitted he no longer believed her claims. Then the mortgage lender contacted me. Sabrina had attempted to forge my signature on revised documents claiming I'd removed myself willingly with no financial expectation. The bank caught the forgery immediately. A week later, Lauren called. Again. "Sabrina's telling everyone she's miscarried." She was using this fabrication to gain sympathy and control the narrative. Her lawyer changed tactics, becoming conciliatory. Sabrina is dealing with some personal issues and we want to avoid further conflict. My attorney reminded them about the forgery attempt and threatened criminal charges. The bank had already contacted authorities about the fraudulent documents. Sabrina's social media grew erratic, crying selfies and vague posts about being misunderstood. Finally, her father called to apologize. He'd learned everything: Sabrina's affair with Spencer, her fabricated pregnancy and miscarriage, even money, borrowed from her parents to maintain appearances. I blocked her number, deleted everything related to her, and returned her belongings to her parents' house. She tried reaching out a few more times, but I was already moving forward. A year later, I've bought my own place. The mortgage is in my name alone, and I finally feel free. The most important lesson: don't let someone else's manipulation define your life.